In this video, I'm joined by Sam, who is an Amazon FBA seller who has recently bought himself a £90,000 Porsche thanks to his profits from his business. Now, Sam was actually one of my first ever students, and after joining my mentorship program a couple years ago now and learning my secret sourcing techniques, he has scaled his business to making over £60,000 in profit every single month. And today he's going to be sharing his experience with Amazon FBA, as well as some tips and tricks that he has picked up along his journey. So without further ado, let's get into it. So Sam, you've been doing Amazon FBA now for, is it about 2 years? How did you actually find out about the business in the first place? And how did you know it was going to be something worth pursuing?
So when I first looked into Amazon, this would have been probably 3 years ago around this date. And I actually got into Amazon before doing your actual mentorship. I had a bunch of like cereal bowls through private label, through another person called Nye's World. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's basically a private label person, and it all went to shit basically. I stopped doing Amazon for probably 4 to 5 months, and then I found Felix, saw his mentorship, and I had a lot of money, to be fair, from previous businesses, and I went ahead with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think private label can work, but I remember when you first signed up, you showed me those cereal bowls, and it was just
that's exactly
with
what
your name on it, and I was like, why would anyone buy this?
he showed like the details before about how like it worked basically. I bought, I think it was about 1,000 units, and I sent them into Amazon, and Amazon basically rejected them for them being like, I don't know, it was like the material for the product. They basically just denied it. I had them all sent back, which I had to pay for, so that was like a £300 removal fee as well. And yeah, it just didn't go to plan. Stopped doing it for a while, and then found you, of course.
Where are those cereal bowls now? Do you still have them?
No, donated them actually to, I can't remember, my mum got rid of them, but they were donated to charity or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Fair enough. It's a lot of bowls to get rid of.
Exactly.
So last time you were on the channel, I can't remember when it was. It's probably like coming up on maybe even a year ago. It's been a while.
I think it was after November, maybe like December time or something.
Yeah, a long time ago. But yeah, I know you were absolutely smashing on it. I think you just had a record month of about 62 grand in profit. So are things still looking, that good for you now? Are you doing even more than that? How are things going?
After that month, it was December, and to be fair, December was a bit slower than usual, but then we got into the new year, and then January, February, sales did die down a bit, but then from about, say, April onwards, it's been consistently 50k plus minimum, basically.
Yeah.
And Q4 is obviously next month, so expecting some big results, basically.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very curious to see how your Q4 will end up. I mean, hopefully mine goes well as well, but yeah, you're just on another level right now.
Yeah, of course, but it's mainly due to cash. You had you bought a house and everything, so
yeah,
sales will die down a little bit, but with the more you get into it, the more cash.
Yeah, I would say,
make
like,
it simple as that.
One half of Amazon is definitely knowing what to buy, but if you don't have the cash to buy in the first place, it's always going to be tricky.
Exactly, yeah. It's just the cash flow is just the biggest thing in Amazon, I'd say.
Definitely. So let's talk about kind of the elephant in the room as such. Tell me about your new car, your brand new Porsche. How much did that set you back, and like kind of tell me about it?
So yeah, I bought it 2 weeks ago, about 2 and a bit weeks ago, and it was 88,000 to be precise, basically. But I had a car before, which was a Mercedes A-Class, so I basically paid about 72-ish on top. But I had the car for 2 weeks. It's an automatic, and my old car was a manual, so the difference in driving is quite a lot, to be fair. But I'd say automatic is definitely easier and better to do. But the car it's brilliant, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, some people hate on me for this, but I only drive automatic. I only ever got my automatic license because I just wanted to kind of get it done as soon as possible. And the car I had
was that your first car then? You had a Mercedes, didn't you?
Yeah. The Mercedes was automatic, and then obviously now I've got the i4, and that's electric, so it's there's not really any gearbox in it as far as I know.
Yeah, automatic is it took like a week to basically get used to, but it's so much easier to drive, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a big upgrade from an A-Class as well. I mean, an A-Class, it's a lovely car, but it's a Porsche, it's like the pinnacle of cars, at least according to my dad. What is really crazy to me as well, though, is the fact that, you may have spent, 90 grand on a Porsche, but that's like 6 weeks profit for you. The car would normally kind of
Yeah.
take people like years and years to save up for. You know, it's definitely not bad that you managed to grab it, you know, when you're so young as well, and in such a short space of profit-wise, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly why I thought of buying it. I thought you live once, I'm young, it's better to have a Porsche at this age than, say, when I'm 40 or whatever. And due to how much I'm making from the business as well, and I had a director's loan, which was quite a lot, so I just basically took out that sort of money. And it's not really going to make too much difference, I don't think, to the business. Maybe like this month or the next month, it might be a little bit slower, maybe, but then we have Q4, and then within the next month or next month and a bit, maybe that money will be made back and it'll be straight back in the business. So
yeah,
it's not really going to make
little thing, but I say well worth it, because as I've kind of been thinking a lot lately with me buying a house and stuff, there's only so long that you can look at the circles on Seller Toolkit or whatever dashboard you use and then look at those profit figures, and it doesn't make me excited anymore. I mean, I don't know about you when you kind of see your daily results, but to me it's just like, made £1,000, same as usual. But like, when you actually spend the money and get something real in front of you, like a car or a house, it really kind of goes to show the effort that you've been putting in over the past few years and how it was actually worth it, you know.
Yeah, it's a big reward for it, and it's what we're all trying to do, isn't it? We have this business to get basically shit out of it, so
yeah, it's the end goal for everything. Like, you know, even if it does knock the results down a little bit, at the end of the day, you're not doing this for numbers on the screen, you're doing it for stuff like that. So yeah, really, really impressive, man. So you signed up to the mentorship program probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. Are you still using all my kind of secret sourcing methods, or have you found your own kind of ways of doing things?
So yeah, but I think it was literally 2.5 years ago, I think it was April 2023 and we're in September, so basically 2.5 years ago. But I can't say what it is, to be fair, but
do not give it away.
Yeah, yeah. I still use it. Still very beneficial. I don't use it as much because I have basically suppliers that I tend to just replenish stock all the time, but it's still useful, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, once you figured out those kind of items and suppliers, you kind of just keep going back to them. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So I've actually added quite a lot to the mentorship program as of late. You know, I know you're still in the group. So I've added kind of the wholesale side of things. I've got a new wholesale supplier, giving out deals to members, as well as kind of the spreadsheet template and stuff. Have you been kind of utilizing those features at all? You placed any orders with that wholesale distributor?
I need to have a look at it properly. I had the return on investment on the deals they do provide are very good though. They sell really quick though. From some of the leads, they're like 10k in sales a month and everything like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
No matter what,
there's one
a
in
lot of people on the
particular.
listings sell.
Yeah, there's one in particular where the monthly sold shows 10k a month, but that's where it caps out at for Amazon, and apparently the real sales are closer to like 40 to 50k units a month. So to be able to shift that kind of volume of products at like a really good ROI as well. I mean, I bought a few pallets of it and it sold like instantly within like a week, and I was like thousands of units. Yeah. So, you know, what are your kind of goals from here? I mean, you are probably the biggest arbitrage seller in the UK, dare I say maybe even the world, who knows. But in terms of kind of what you want to do with the business, do you have any kind of interesting goals, any new ventures you thought about or anything like that?
Potentially after Q4 to basically take a bunch of money out of the business and potentially do exactly what you've just done, which is buy a house. So I wouldn't want to take any money out of the business yet due to Q4's around the corner, and it's basically I don't really see a point. I might just put as much cash into the business as possible and then make as much during the Q4. But potentially in maybe like April or something, or maybe even before, take about a big lump out to buy a house, I'd say.
Yeah, seems like good. Would you live in it or rent it out, or?
I'm not too sure currently, because even at home it's literally just me and my mum who live here, so there's not really too much need to move out and start paying bills and everything like that. But even with a house, you pay bills anyway. But I don't know. I need to look into it, because I haven't actually looked at buying a house, for example, yet. It's just, I know I have the money ready for it. It's just when I'm ready, basically.
Yeah, makes sense. I think it's definitely a good idea to diversify. I mean, I love Amazon. I think I'll always do Amazon as long as it's kind of profitable for me to do so. But it will be kind of nice to venture out a bit, try some different things, put some hands in different pies, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, on the
Yeah, of
topic of
course.
Q4, I'm definitely expecting you to make a crazy amount of profit. I mean, I don't even know how large it could go, to be honest, but probably in the hundreds of thousands of profit in just that quarter alone. So how many hours a day are you kind of putting in to get that sort of spend? Is it a case where you've just already got all your replens and you just kind of cycle those and you're not really working at all, or?
It's sort of like replenish stock and then finding new stock to improve the catalog, and then basically just keep growing the store. But on average, I don't know, like some days I'll like say Saturday or like Friday basically, where I go out in the evenings or whatever. I don't work too often, to be fair. Like it could be like a 2 to 3 hour day, but then say like Monday to Thursday, for example, I'm basically on the computer all day. It's not like I'm like, I don't like physical like work. It's like, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 hours, I guess. It's not like a crazy amount, I guess. It's not me searching for deals constantly all the time as well.
Do you have you outsourced sourcing to VAs at all? Do you have any VAs working for you?
None at all. Not
None
one.
at what? Not even admin?
No, no. That's probably why it takes me a bit longer than, say, you, for example, because I do all the admin.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. What do you do with your returns? Does the prep center deal with them, or do you deal with it but yourself?
All of it by myself.
Fair enough.
Everyone.
I imagine that probably takes up a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, that's true, to be fair. Sending in returns and everything. But it's, I feel like returns are something I'd rather deal with myself and have it at a prep center, due to I seem to get reimbursed on returns fairly easily, to be fair.
Yeah, that makes
And I don't
sense.
have any issue with returns too much. But if like an item comes back and then it's really, really damaged and it's like the customer's absolutely destroyed it, like I always find getting reimbursed is fairly easy.
I'm quite impressed that you do that much by yourself, to be fair, because I mean,
Yeah, look.
I
You can see like
lots and lots of boxes.
it's a return box right here.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm quite impressed that you kind of do all that by yourself, because like I feel like I couldn't live without my kind of admin VAs helping me and my sourcing VAs finding all these products. But I guess it's just different ways to run the business. Like if you've got the hours and you're not kind of busy going on holiday all the time like me, then it makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, it keeps the expenses low and everything like that. The only thing I really pay for, like as in like a big fee, is the prep center.
Yeah,
That's, everything else is basically myself, or it's stuff you pay for, like SAS or whatever, keeper, and like a few other things. But
Yeah.
it's not too much expense I really get into.
That's good. I think it's always good to kind of keep those monthly costs as low as you possibly can, because especially on like the smaller scale, like really it eats into your profits.
Oh yeah, of course. Especially stuff like, well, prep center does cost a lot, but I couldn't do the business without a prep center, so it has to be there.
Yeah, nah, I think that was the non-negotiable, I'd say.
Especially
if
like
you
that and a
feel-
repricer, I'd say.
Oh yeah, repricer, yeah, definitely much needed. Otherwise, yeah, you don't really end up selling much stock otherwise.
Nah, not at all.
For any kind of new sellers watching this video, do you have any advice for them if they're kind of looking to kind of scale their business to your sort of levels?
It's just probably what they've all heard, I guess. It's just simple, just invest everything back into the business. Probably try to keep expenses a bit lower and focus on higher ROI items.
Yeah, I mean that last point is so crucial, at least for me. Like that's something have already been pushing quite hard on, just the highest ROI stuff possible, but definitely going to do even more of that, kind of pushing forward and working with a little bit less capital now I'm buying this place.
Yeah, especially with say sellers which are like don't have too much money to work with. Like ROI is the easiest way to grow the business, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So just one final question then. What would you say to someone who is on the fence about starting Amazon FBA?
But it depends on how much time I have and everything like that. But you could see my results. You've uploaded my results before. Amazon's a great business. It's fairly simple once you get into it, and like if it wasn't for Amazon, I don't know what I'd be doing exactly. But I've
Me and
made
you both.
exactly. I made stupid amounts of money from it, and it's been 2.5 years, so
Yeah, that's
gotta
great.
give it a go.
Yeah, I do think sometimes about where I would be had I not started Amazon, because I mean my whole life plan was to just go uni, get a 9 to 5, wanting something like software engineering, but it's not the thing that it used to be. It's no longer entry level jobs getting 150 grand a year. It's like it's not not an easy industry to get into, especially with AI and stuff. Like most code nowadays is written by computers. So it's yeah, I'm very glad that I started out as FBA. Otherwise, I think I'd be pretty worried about my prospects out of uni.
Exactly. The money as well you make from Amazon compared to like a normal job, and then the time you have, the freedom, it's a no-brainer having an online business.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to just see the world and not stress about exams and stuff is good enough for me. But yeah,
Exactly.
the money's definitely a nice plus.
Ask your boss to go on holiday or whatever. You're your own boss. You go on holiday whenever you fucking want.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Being your own boss is definitely a gift and a curse. Like I remember when I last went to Thailand, just still having to work some days on my laptop, and my friends were just like, "What do you mean you're working whilst on holiday?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, can't really just get a whole month off. That's not really how things work."
Yeah, that's one thing, that an hour or two a day on the business, it doesn't make much difference.
I'd still
at all,
take that over a 9 to 5, 100%.
Oh, easily, 100%. Especially the money as well.
Yeah.
Online business, it runs itself basically as well. So
yeah, definitely when you kind of outsource bits of it. Well, yeah, thank you for coming on the channel once again. Sorry for kind of interrupting your daily runnings of the business, but yeah, glad to have you on again. Hopefully I'll kind of touch base with you again at some point in the future once you've kind of bought your Lamborghini or Bugatti or your kind of new investment property or whatever's kind of next up on the list.
No, we'll see one day. Thank you, everyone.
No worries. All right, speak to you soon, man. So that was a really interesting chat with Sam and a great insight into his Amazon FBA business. I mean, I find it fascinating that he's managed to get to this sort of scale and he still does everything himself. He's not outsourced at all. It's really impressive. Now, as he mentioned throughout the video, he wouldn't have been able to get to that level and grow his business to such a huge success and huge monthly profits without my help. So I offer a mentorship program, which includes 12 hours of one-to-one calls, 10 hours of video lessons, regular group sessions, exclusive bits of software, product lead giveaways, and so much more. So if you want to follow in Sam's footsteps and set up your Amazon FBA business for success, starting as soon as possible, click the link down below in the video description to book in a free strategy call with me. On that call, we can discuss your current situation and whether the mentorship program would be a good fit for you. Finally, as always, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and click up here to watch my video with Wes, who is another student of mine who managed to scale to making £6,000 a month in profit while still working a regular 9 to 5 job.